What's going on, you guys? So, I'm sure a lot of you by now have seen the Errol Spence Jr. video. This is the longest video we've seen of Errol Spence Jr. since his accident last year. And it's good to see Errol Spence Jr. back. You know, it's good to see him back. But one thing I did notice is how big he was. You know, Errol Spence Jr. gained a lot of weight, and it makes me wonder, a guy that was preparing for a fight, you know, coming up later on this year, trying to get back right, he looking pretty big. You know what I'm saying? And I think at his age, I think Errol Spence, what, 30 now? I think at his age, is once you young, for you young guys, once you get to like a certain age, your standard weight that you used to be when you was in your 20s, your early 20s, your mid 20s, add about 5 or 10 pounds extra to that the older you get. So by the time Errol Spence is 30 now, he's 30 now, so his standard weight where he used to be at, it's probably about 5 or 10 pounds more, especially considering that he's been off and he's been kind of just chilling. He hasn't really been, you know, putting in that work like he used to. So, yeah, Errol Spence Jr., he's a guy that kind of blows up anyway between fights, and he looked pretty big in that video. But it was good to see Errol Spence Jr. out there talking. You know, he seems more comfortable on camera again. You know, I think now Errol Spence Jr. is back. You know, back to the point where he can be on camera mingling with the fans and things of that nature. You know, back when he came back a couple of months ago when he was talking to Brian Kenny and everything, he wasn't ready to come back yet. He wasn't quite ready to come back yet. You know, once we seen him, we all know, we saw in the back of our mind, I'm like, yeah, man, Errol Spence, he just don't look right. But in this video, he looked like he's back kind of, you know, to normal. Even though he looked big as hell. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, will he even be able to make that weight anymore? He's already a big welterweight to begin with. Now, you know, considering the time off, things like that. But really, Errol Spence Jr., considering his accident and things of that nature, he needed a time off. You know, and he's young enough to actually be able to take some time off, and it won't really affect him. However, with him being already a big welterweight, by the time he do, you know, feel fully ready to come back, he may not can make that weight no more. He may have to look up at 154. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem with that. And, you know, with the Crawford fight, you know, it is what it is with that, man. You know, at the end of the day, I would have liked to see that fight when both men are at their best. When Crawford is still in his prime, didn't lose a step, and when Errol Spence Jr. is 100% healthy. Right now is just not the time. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. this is supposed to be his get back year, but the coronavirus really set things back in the sport of boxing. So, you know, we're not too sure if Errol Spence Jr. is going to be the same guy. Then, you know, he had a fight with, you know, potentially a fight with Danny Garcia that we've been hearing about. It's hard to say, man. Danny's been really preparing for that fight. Danny Garcia, that would have been a tough fight for Errol Spence Jr. on his comeback. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that necessarily is a tune-up. You know what I'm saying? That's not a tune-up. Danny Garcia, motivated Danny Garcia, who was really, because he's motivated for that Spence fight. But now we don't know what's happening. But, you know, you've seen him sparring for the guy, and, you know, he's training with southpaws and things of that nature. He looked like he's already in shape. So Danny Garcia was really, really ready for the fight of his life. But now it's looking like that may not happen. You know, Errol Spence Jr. also talked about Canelo Golovkin 3 and talking about how that fight's going to be crazy. He's going to be there. You know, it was just cool to see Errol Spence Jr. back mingling with the fans, showing the people that he's okay. And I think now is when he's officially back. You know, I see a lot of you see a lot of distasteful comments from a lot of these boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? Making fun of the way he talks and stuff. That's just how they talk down there in Texas, man. You know, that's how we talk down there in Texas, man. Oh, that's how they talk down there. You know what I'm saying? They got that country accent. They just country motherfuckers and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? 100. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man? You know, we don't do that shit down here in Texas, man. You know. That's how they talk down there, man. So, but other than that, man, it's cool to see Errol Spence Jr. back, mingling with the fans. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk about Errol Spence, you know. Errol Spence Jr., you know, I may have said some things in the past that was just me out of emotion, you know what I'm saying, passion about, you know, seeing the best fight the best. But really, Errol Spence Jr. really isn't at his best. And until he's at his best, then that's when we can start really talking about a Crawford fight again. But till then, we got to see how Errol Spence Jr. looks first, man. We got to get a guy the benefit of the doubt. You know, we got to get a guy a chance to show us that he's, you know, still in top form or still could, you know, or if he needs some work. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. Good to see Errol Spence Jr. back, though. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.